Early this morning, Melbourne time, the Australian-born Mary Donaldson became Queen of Denmark as her husband Frederik replaced his mother to become King Frederik X. They sealed it with a kiss in front of a crowd estimated 100,000. The King got quite emotional, wiped away a tear, and he promised Danes to do what kings should do: unite.
At blive en samlende konge er i morgen. Det er en opgave, jeg har nærmet mig hele mit liv. Det er et ansvar, jeg tager på mig med respekt, stolthed og stor glæde.
I see many Australians, especially Tasmanians, loving the idea that even one of us can rise to royalty.
Good luck to her. Good on her.
Good on her.
Good on him. Yeah.
Good on her.
Oh, it's wonderful. Finally, an Australian on a throne somewhere.
He seems quite at home.
Good day, because when royal insiders use the word shock, you know this is not just another carefully choreographed moment behind palace gates. Princess Irene's passing did more than bring quiet mourning. It sent a visible tremor through the Danish monarchy, and for once, even royal composure struggled to keep its footing. Before we lift the curtain, if you like your royal news sharp, smart, and refreshingly honest, subscribe to Royal News Daily and click the notifications bell. The palace moves quietly, but we keep our ears wide open. Now let us talk about why this loss landed harder than expected. Princess Irene may not have been a regular feature on balconies or front pages, but within royal circles she was a living archive. She embodied shared memories, family history, and continuity. When someone like that goes, it is not just grief, it is disorientation. Imagine deleting a vital folder from a computer you have relied on for decades. Everything still works, but something essential is suddenly missing. What makes this moment particularly striking is the reaction, or rather the effort to contain it. The palace response was swift and controlled, but behind that control lies a noticeable tension. Royal households are trained to absorb shock silently, yet subtle changes in scheduling, tone, and visibility suggest this loss hit closer to home than anticipated. Transitioning from emotion to mechanics, royal families operate like finely tuned machines. Every cog knows its role. A sudden emotional jolt can throw off that rhythm, even briefly. Princess Irene's death arrived during a period when the Danish monarchy is already under a microscope. A new king, an evolving public image, and a generation shift waiting in the wings. Shock in this context is not just emotional, it is structural. King Frederik now faces a challenge that no coronation speech can prepare him for. Grief tests leadership because it strips away performance. There is no script for how long to pause, how solemn to appear, or how quickly to return to normal. Too fast and you seem indifferent, too slow and you risk appearing unsteady. The margin for error is razor thin. Queen Mary's position adds another layer. She is often seen as the emotional bridge between the institution and the public. When shock reverberates through the family, her presence becomes even more significant. Every appearance or absence sends a message, whether intended or not. Silence can comfort, but it can also unsettle. Now let us address the public response. Sympathy has been genuine, but curiosity has been relentless. People sense when something feels heavier than the official line suggests. Social media has amplified that instinct, turning quiet questions into collective speculation. This is not scandal hunting. It is a reflection of how modern audiences engage with monarchy. They expect authenticity alongside tradition. Here's where the monarchy's greatest challenge lies. Royals are trained to protect privacy, but modern relevance depends on connection. The shock surrounding Princess Irene's death highlights that tension perfectly. The palace wants dignity, the public wants context. Both are understandable, but they do not always align. Stepping back, this moment reveals something deeper about royal resilience. Shock does not break a monarchy, but how it is absorbed can reshape it. Every loss forces recalibration, priorities shift, relationships subtly change, even future decisions can be influenced by moments like this long after headlines fade. There is also symbolism at play. Princess Irene represented an older era, one rooted in quieter duty and distance from media frenzy. Her passing marks another gentle closing of that chapter. The monarchy moves forward, but it does so carrying the weight of what it leaves behind. So while the palace regains its balance and the public gaze eventually drifts elsewhere, remember this moment. Shock is revealing. It shows us not just who the royals are when everything goes according to plan, but who they are when it doesn't. Thank you for watching Royal News Daily.